Did you know 6 out of 100 people in our community have one or more disabilities, and almost everyone is likely to experience some form of disability. It can be temporary or permanent at some point in life.
Just take a moment and put yourself in the shoes of people with disabilities and imagine how it would be if you couldn't do a task like tying your shoelaces or going out for a walk in the sun. My uncle was paralyzed from the young age of 3. Even though he had a wheelchair, his mobility was restricted to those parts of the house and yard which were wheelchair friendly. It was impossible for him to go to many of the public spaces as the majority of them were not disabled friendly. This got me thinking as to how I could help people with disabilities and make a change. Hi, I'm Neha.
And I'm Mitravinda. We are 14-year-old 1M1B future leaders from NPS Indiranagar, Bangalore.
We felt really passionate towards helping people with disabilities and decided to start the project Handicapables. Handicapables aims to help people with disabilities of all age groups in Bangalore who lack resources and face discrimination.
Instead of looking at disability as any medical condition of the body or mind, we must now recognize that disability is not necessarily the result of various medical impairments, but is in fact created by society's collective failure to adapt to, embrace, and celebrate our varying levels of ability.
During our conversations with the people with disabilities, we learned that most of their needs were already being met by the NGOs that they get support from. Due to the pandemic, one main problem that we faced was that we were unable to reach out to people with disabilities who were not under the guidance and support of NGOs. Hence, we decided to do something different, which not all NGOs provide, to create an impact on their lives.
We are now working towards spreading awareness, creating inclusive workplaces and public areas for the people with disabilities. We are also teaching the public sign language so that they will be able to interact better with the speech and hearing impaired. To escalate this further, we want to be change makers and advocate to make public spaces and communities in Bangalore more disabled friendly.
But our journey does not end here. We intend to continue our campaign, partner with NGOs and private firms, and file petitions to better the lives of the people with disabilities.
Through 1M1B, we have learned to never give up but continue to persevere. When we first started 1M1B, we were not that confident. But slowly, as 1M1B future leaders, we have learned to be more outgoing and open-minded.
As individuals, you may ask what you can do to help people with disabilities. There are many ways through which you can help them, like learn at least one sign language each day. Never hesitate to go out of your way to help them.
Don't exclude them from activities. Find out what they need and provide them with the necessary. For example, Braille scripts and audio textbooks. Contribute to fundraisers and take part in campaigns.
Each one of us can make a change,
and together we can make a difference.